When talking about organic produce and farming practices, the term biodynamic often comes up. Although there is significant overlap between biodynamic and organic farming, these terms are not interchangeable. Biodynamics originated 2 decades prior to organic growing, but both movements began in response to the introduction of fertilizers and mechanical methods adopted during the post-war periods. So what is biodynamic farming? Biodynamic farming is an approach developed by an Austrian named Rudolf Steiner in the 1920s. He was a philosopher, social reformer, literary critic, and architect who created the anthroposophy movement, which attempts to marry science and spirituality. Each biodynamic farm or garden is an integrated, whole, living organism. This organism is made up of many interdependent elements: fields, forests, plants, animals, soils, compost, people, and the spirit of the place. Biodynamic farmers and gardeners work to nurture and harmonize these elements, managing them in a holistic and dynamic way to support the health and vitality of the whole. Inputs from outside the farm and its surrounding ecosystem are strictly minimized. Instead, biodynamic farmers focus on fostering biodiversity through crop rotation and by producing fertilizers through natural composting methods. Using a cow horn manure spray all year helps keep the right amount of bacteria and fungi. To make the spray, fill bullhorn with cow manure and bury it in the fall. Leave it there until spring. The buried horn becomes a home for helpful microbes. When dug up in spring, the manure inside has turned into a nutrient-rich material full of good fungi and bacteria that can be used for the plants. One of the key ways biodynamic farming differs from organic is when it comes to animal feed. The ACO standard for biodynamics dictates that feed produced on the farm must form the basis of livestock nutrition. This is not the case in organic farming, where any amount of organic feed may come from outside of the farm. Like organic farming, biodynamic farming really is all about happy, healthy animals. Livestock are cared for in a way which allows them to fully express their nature. This includes being given space to roam and breed naturally, as well as feed appropriate for their digestive systems. With spirituality playing an important role in biodynamic agriculture, biodynamic growers are particularly aware of the intangible and unseen forces at work in nature, from the effects of the sun and moon movements to the interconnectedness of all things below and above the soil surface. Demeter is the quality mark for produce that has been grown biodynamically. Named after the Greek goddess of the harvest, the orange Demeter label is the international logo used for certified biodynamic products. Founded in 1928, Demeter is the world's first ecological food and farming trademark. Used in over 60 countries, Demeter certification verifies that biodynamic products meet international standards in the production and processing of sustainable food. The legacy of biodynamic agriculture is not simply to not cost the earth, but rather to leave it better than we found it. At this point, conservation is really not enough. Instead, biodynamic agriculture aims for regeneration, leaving soils more fertile and stable, the environment more diverse and resilient, and human beings well nourished.